Alright, so it's been a while, but I am back. I was going to do an episode about Michael Bay, because the guy never stops giving you material to work with, but something has happened recently in the realm of video games that has stirred up my righteous indignation. So let's get righteously indignant. This is IMIO episode 20. The Skyrim is falling. Or, scrolls, scrolls, scrolls. Even if you are only an occasional gamer, you have probably come across at least one of the monumental epic adventures crafted by the good folks at Bethesda Softworks. Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout, the list goes on. These games are all massive in both scope and the degree to which they have contributed to the medium. We all owe the designers and developers of such fare an immense debt of gratitude. That said, it has been becoming increasingly apparent, to me at least, that the video game continuum is surrendering to the corporate industrialism that has claimed every art, from music to literature to film. I speak of Bethesda's decision to move forward with a trademark infringement suit against a cadre of innovative independent developing talent, including Penny Arcade's own Tycho Brahe, for using the word scrolls in the title of their latest time sink. As a longtime gamer and the internet's solitary voice of reason, Bethesda, come on! First off, your series has not been known among fans or contemporaries as The Elder Scrolls for 17 years. Additionally, the concept of the scroll is at least as old as the ancient Sumerians, if not older. As a matter of fact, it could be argued that the scroll was the first method of media transmission, the great-great-great-great-grandpappy of books, films, and the numerous forms of data storage espoused by the video game industry. But I don't see any Sumerians suing Bethesda. Just saying. The second, arguably more salient point, is that trying to claim originality, and therefore content ownership in the realm of fantasy, is a laughable and potentially debilitating venture. Face it, if we open that particular can of worms and track the rightful owners of the tropes and traditions of fantasy back to their roots, then we will be more or less dividing a billion-dollar fortune between the estates of Gary Gygax and J.R.R. Tolkien. Furthermore, the mythic traditions of myriad cultures serving to inform and enrich the fevered imaginations of the original innovators of the fantastic canon would probably have something to say about Bethesda's claims of first-party ownership to content that is at least 30 years and at most centuries older than the first conceptualizations of digital entertainment. So what's going on here? Bethesda aren't overly greedy, operating as they do within an industry riddled with inflation. Now all of a sudden they unload both litigious barrels on a group whose sole preoccupation has been the development of games people love to play. Games, I will add, that share no common direct audience with Bethesda outside of the general gaming public, and if Bethesda want to try and sue the entire industry to get a lock on all gaming markets, good luck, because Square Enix have deep pockets. What seems to be going on here has nothing to do with Queen Bee or the maestros of Minecraft. No, what this whole debacle comes off looking like is protectionism, pure and simple. The number of brilliant independent developers turning out imaginative and engrossing titles for a pittance of what major publishers foist on us has been growing steadily since the advent of downloadable content. Furthermore, this talent is starting to branch out from the arena of 2D, low-budget offerings to intense, intricate, fully rendered 3D titles. And they are doing so the same way the greats of the Renaissance once had, by recreating the artistic triumphs of the past. GTA San Andreas is being rebuilt from the ground up to run on the GTA 4 engine. Call of Duty is being given an injection of the Force with COD Galactic Warfare. So what happens if these fledgling creators are subject to increasingly aberrant methods of content restriction as their forebears and progenitors in the media of literature or print? I challenge you to name one art form that was improved by stricter methods of content control. I'll give you a hint. None of them. Look at it this way. We, who count ourselves among the ranks, exhilarating medium, have only recently had an opportunity to share in the triumph of acquiring bragging rights as a constitutionally protected art form. Is it really okay that we allow one of the Michelangelos of the medium to bankrupt an already starving street artist for using a similar shade of paint? I think not, but as you know, that's just my ignoble opinion.
Subscribe. Thank you, Subscribosaur.